Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another. Okay. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Uncommon Sense with Jose Negro. Now, for the benefit of those of you who are not familiar with the channel or are watching the channel for the very first time, the reason why it is called Uncommon Sense because here on this platform, we discuss everyday issues where we try to seek logical solutions. But not everyone uses logic. So, for that reason, it is called Uncommon Sense. I want to let everybody know that right now I'm live on YouTube, Facebook, and on Twitter. Also, I want to let everybody know that the subscriber mode is enabled, meaning anyone who wishes to enter a comment in the chat must be a subscriber. Unfortunately, when I try to disable the mode, somehow the loonies gets in and try to disrupt the stream. Get live to the channel. I also want to give a huge shout out. Okay, I want to media. I also want. Okay, I also want to give a look into your devices. Um, what I'm going to ask is the following. If you have not done so, please subscribe, like, and hit the bell notification to all. So, therefore, whenever I do prepare content, you will have the opportunity to either catch it live or come the playback. Now, as you can see on the thumbnail, tonight we're having open discussion. What that means? That means we can talk about virtually anything that's on our minds. Okay. What I'm going to do is in a moment, I'm going to drop the link. Um, so anyone who wishes can join the panel. Now, we do have a lot to discuss. What I'm going to do is first of all, I'm going to start with what happened earlier this afternoon. For the benefits of those of you who did not check the Radical Latino stream earlier today, he had a debate with a person named Mr. Kevin, I believe it is, who is a part of FBA. So he invited this individual to have a debate. Unfortunately, whenever Radical Latino had any questions for this person, all he can do is just evade the questions and accuse Radical of being everything but a child of God. And he did not answer the questions. Later on the stream, he left the platform. Okay. And of course, there was another individual who got on the stream and accused Radical of not addressing issues pertaining to the Latino community. Had the pleasure of being on his platform and address issues that pertain and he also Latinos, whether the African American community or whether it be white supremacy. So for this lady that said that Radical has never addressed issues pertaining to the Latino community is foolishness. And I will request, sure, please check out Radical Latino's content before you arrive at any judgments. Okay? Have I agreed with everything that Radical Latino talked about? No. But I can say for a fact he's not a racist. I can say for a fact he's deeply concerned regarding the Latino community. Okay, so I just wanted to get that address, and I just want to honor him tonight because he's very active in these YouTube streets, fighting the good fight for Black and Brown unity, which is something that I do agree with Radical about. I think we do need to unite because in our respective communities, we have many issues that are in common. That being said, there are internal struggles with members of our respective communities. Okay. So that being said, the next thing I want to talk about is Donald Trump's announcement that he's running again for presidency in 2024. I do know that there's still a large number of Americans who follow this individual, and it's almost, and his followers are almost developed a cult-like mentality. But when you sit down and you analyze all that he's done, okay. First of all, I'm not attacking him for mean tweets, okay. He can say all the mean tweets he wants. I mean, it's just basically words. But if you take a look at what has happened, first of all, he did not seriously the COVID-19 pandemic, which led to hundreds of thousands of Americans dying. Okay. Also, he's the only president in U.S. history not to be impeached once, but twice. And this is not an issue regarding whether or not he's politically correct, because when everything is said and done, I'm not concerned whether a person is politically correct. What I am concerned about is President able to deal with the problems constructively? And with that, I will have to say no. So we're going to see what happens. I don't think he's going to become the Republican candidate. I think there'll be other people, Republican candidate, to run against President Biden or whoever is the Democratic candidate for president, should he decide not to run. I want to acknowledge that there's 3 people here viewing the screen, and I just want to say thank you very much. Now, another thing I'm going to talk about briefly, I'll just give you an update regarding the midterm results. It is official, I think. Unfortunately, and the Republicans have led House. So what's going to happen is for the next 2 years, you're going to have one party in charge of the House and then another party in charge of the executive branch. In my humble opinion, not a lot is going to get done. Okay. Because when you think about it, multiple reasons. So we'll see what happens. I've been discussing the rules of the stream, and I'm going to continue to discuss it because I wanted to, and the reason why is that from the beginning, I have tried to maintain a safe space for everyone to share their point of view, okay? And express free. And I'm going to repeat, and I'm going to continue to repeat the rules of every stream that I do. which are speechathon. Other people have the right to speak. And I will be calling out people if I think they're going on too long. Okay, because I want to encourage and thought. Number 2, do not disrespect anyone on the panel or on that is because of issues that some people might have. Number 3, if you decide to use as a genitalia, you will be removed and blocked. It is simple. Do not bring your beefs to this. That in many YouTube streets, people have beefs, arguments, disagreements, what have you, with each other, and have their own platforms. If you want to go on your own platforms and attack each other, your heart. When you are on my platform, check your peeps at the door. And I'm because when I'm here, I knowledge and entertainment. I am not here to referee. I am here. Now, the next thing I'm going to be discussing is okay. So give me a moment. And of course, I would encourage the stream so they can express their point of view. They're more. So the streams that we did do this week were the following: open discussion with December. We talked about a bunch of random topics. Okay. I see it. Thank you. I apologize. I'm having Wi-Fi again. Okay. And I'm glad to see that the introvert Boricua is in the chat. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I see it. Hopefully the problem will rectify itself. So Sunday, we had a discussion regarding random topics. Okay. Also, I want to let everybody know that the introvert Boricua has his own platform and every his channel. Okay. And then on Tuesday, we have a discussion. Now, I'm not gonna lie. The reason why I chose that topic to try to stimulate conversation, because there are different points of view regarding whether or not doesn't matter if a person has a huge number of sexual partners. So the consensus was most likely it does matter. Okay. Now I'm going to be discussing a preview day at 7 o'clock. We're going to have a stream regarding what do you hope for in 2023. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be discussing what are your hopes and what are your aspirations for 2023. We are getting close to the end of 2022. For some people, it was a very good year. For others, it was a bad year. And many people had trials and tribulations. So we're going to have a discussion regarding what do we hope for. Okay. On Tuesday, I hope people can hear me. On Tuesday, wait a minute. I just want to remember Sunday stream is going to be at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. On Tuesday at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we're going to have a discussion called How to Defeat the Sheep Mentality. Now, let me explain to you what the topic is going to be about. We're going to be talking about how people are blindly being led by others for multiple reasons. So, what we're going to do is we're going to have a discussion and see how we can learn how to think for ourselves. And that's going to be done on Tuesday. Now, the next night, Wednesday, at 7:30 p.m., we're going to have another round of open discussion. Now, normally that's done on a Thursday evening. However, since Thursday is Thanksgiving Day, it's a day where many of us will be with loved ones. So, you know, you know, breaking bread, eating a lot of food, and watching football games and whatnot. So that's the reason Wednesday stream. Um, okay. Next week, a little different. It does change from time to time due to situations regarding holidays. Now, the next two topics I'm going to talk about is it's similar to one of the rules. Now, of course, from time to time, you have certain individuals and certain YouTube creators are going to have beefs with each other for reasons, some because of actions that they did or alleged that they did, some because of words that they have said or alleged to have said, or sometimes it's just a case of rivalry. Okay. And sometimes people can get very nasty with each other. So, with that being in mind, it's all mind whenever those not to take any sides. And there's a few reasons behind that. Um, Number one, I don't know the full story. Okay. And there's usually version one, and then there's version two, and then there's the actual truth. Okay. So, for if there is a beef, I not, not going to take sides. But that's all do. Okay. Also, again, I'm to this. Okay, I think I'm breaking up. Hello? Oh boy. Okay. Okay. I apologize for the technical difficulties. So I'm not even to this platform. Okay. If you want to go on and do it on your own platform, please don't do it here. Okay. Now, what I'm going to start to do next week, I'm going to be taking suggestions on topics that the common folk will like me to discuss. Is to try to make it more interactive. Okay. Sometimes I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes it can't be an issue to try to come up. Uh, I apologize. I usually don't do this, but okay. Me doing okay. Hello. Okay. So what I'm gonna be doing is starting next week. I'm gonna be asking that. What I'm gonna ask is um, make it respectable. Please be mindful of the type of platform that I'm running. Also, be mindful that I'm trying to run at least a PG rated show. Okay. Next we go. On, on Sunday, um, November the 27th, I'm going to be holding a stream, and the topic will be people are coming. Why we're going to have this discussion? Because in my 6 months of dealing with the biracial and multiracial community, that come issues, I have a discussion regarding that. One of the people that I've asked, she has allowed me to be on a platform several times. Hello? Hello? I'm going to ask um, various people to join the stream. I'm really going to try to see if we can get and the biracial and multiracial community on the stream. Now I understand platform. They might feel more comfortable sharing the comment. Uh, seven, and I because first of all, it's early enough, and, and hopefully, another thing that I'm going to discuss is the subscriber mode. wow, I think by what happened, enable the subscriber mode. Unfortunately, you have certain individuals who do not respect the stream, who come in and do their stupidity. Okay. And trying to derail the conversation. Okay. I have no problem with people coming in expressing their point of view. I have no problem with that. What I do have a problem is the following: is trying to hijack the stream to talk about issues that has nothing to do with the topic. Okay. If you want to talk about those topics, then you discuss it on your stream. Okay. When I go into another person's platform, whether it be the Radical Latino, whether it be the Intro Boricua, whether it be Multi, whether it be Gigi, whether it be Magic or The Future is Golden, or whomever it might be, I have to abide by the rules of the platform and limit my remarks to what is the topic, unless the host indicates that I can discuss any topic. It is just a matter of courtesy. Okay. Unfortunately, you have certain individuals. So going forward, I'm gonna have to go back to this, go back to the custom of enabling the subscriber mode. And all it means is the following: if you want to leave a comment and you're not a subscriber, back to the channel. Okay, you can always change your mind. Okay. Another thing I'm doing is having club panel. And it is a reason, the reason why I think I have a closed panel, because there's going to be times when I'm going to be talking about sensitive topics. The last thing I need, if I'm discussing a sensitive topic or a controversial topic, and then you have certain individuals who lack the maturity to come in and deal with the topic, trying to derail the conversation. So that's something that I'm thinking about doing. I might do a stream where it's I will announce it what I would do when it does happen, when I um, do a stream, when the panel is going to be closed. When I send the link, I'm going to let people know the panel will be closed, and only those who get the link will be allowed uh, to enter the panel. And it is due to the fact that topics has been, and just trying to make sure that the topic doesn't go by. The next thing I'm going to be talking about is, soon we'll be getting into season 5 of Uncommon Sense. Now, the last couple of seasons, I come up with different topics. Um, season 4. Season 4 was separating truth from fiction. So we'll be moving forward. Okay. And the reason why I chose that topic, that theme, is because considering I don't want to dwell on the past. I don't want to dwell on past failures. I don't want to dwell on things um, that I have over. So that's the reason that we're gonna. The thing will be moving forward. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play a short clip. Okay. Now I'm gonna, um, so that's gonna be that's gonna be the why because it's time for me to move forward and there's about some new alliances, so to speak. Um, One thing I have learned in almost a year and a half as a YouTube creator, beginning I was with you um, through the length of your YouTube journey. So all I got to say, those who stop um, supporting me, I don't wish you any ill will. That was your choice. So reason we're gonna move forward. Okay. Also, there's certain things I'm gonna be addressing. Number one is mental health issues. Okay. Well, the reason why I have discussed these issues and will continue to discuss these issues because they're serious. You have many people that were affected by the circumstances regarding the COVID-19 pandemic, and you have certain people that was affected by other issues, whether it be loss of employment, whether it be loss, but losing livelihoods, relationships, and things of that nature. So what I'm going to be doing is going to continue to be discussing mental health issues more into season. Another thing that I will be discussing as well is issues regarding the biracial and multiracial community. Um, Now the question is, why am I discussing this issue? Because the fact of the matter is, issue to them. So what I'm going to be doing is not only discussing those individuals from the biracial and multiracial community to come and share their experience of what deeply understand the biracial and multiracial community. Okay. And there are many great people in that community. I know that for some people it seems to be very problematic. It seems like there's always infighting and what have you. You do need to get past the surface and dig. And I think what you're going to find is that there are good uh, within the biracial and like multiracial community. That said, um, if anybody wishes to join the panel, then they do so. If no one wishes to join the panel, then what I will do is, excuse me, let me just. So, what I will say this much. Um, I really do appreciate one many people, even though there's some that have the platform or in the chat, there have been others who have taken and it was me. Okay, and I do appreciate it. I the stream going. There's two streams going on. Don Armando has a fighter, which probably partially explains why there's not that much going on. And it happens sometimes. Something we cannot avoid is reschedule other people. How should I say it? I don't begrudge anyone that at the same time, whenever done, we're all trying to produce content. And I see here that I'm getting another subscriber. And I says, well, I want to say, I would like to happen, and I'll be happy if we can reach 200 before the end of the year. If we can do that, that would be great. If that doesn't happen, I'm going to lose sleep over it. I just want to acknowledge the fact that I've gained so much here. And I thank all for all the love and support. Excuse me. All the love and support that you give me. And I thought, Journey, to be honest, I did not know that it is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's a long process. And for anyone like myself, uh, we speak about positive things. Some streams take a while. Those platforms take a while to grow. I always say people go ratchet, they gain subs like crazy. And it seems like so. So, with that said, even if I want to go negative, that's not my makeup. First of all, my name is attached to my chat, my platform. Number two, I have acquired a reputation of being and decent person. So I disappoint anyone by going negative or going wretched. Okay. Again, people have the right to run their platforms as they see fit. Okay. If I have success, it's going to be because by keeping. If this flop out, I kept it positive. Okay. But the fact that now I have 179 subs, meaning two people was satisfied with my content, that they actually saw fit to subscribe to my channel, which is something that I never, in my wildest dreams, thought that would ever occur. But I am thankful. Speaking about that, as we approaching Thanksgiving, one thing to bear in mind: every day should be a day to give thanks. And even with all the stuff that's going on in the world, and with all the disappointment and the betrayal and the tears being shed, um, the fact of the matter is, I have a lot to be thankful for. Okay. First of all, because I have my health. Also, I have the support of loved ones, friends, my union family. I also have all of you, the uncommon folk. And the reason why I chose that name for my supporters, because the fact of the matter is, all of you are very unique. Okay. You could have just easily supported any other platform, but you saw fit to come to this platform and good evening, Marcus. I hope you're doing well tonight. Okay. Oops, excuse me. Let me do this. Yeah. Yeah. When everything is said and done, everyone has to try to find their own niche. Okay, and I mean everyone. You have certain people that will discuss controversial topics. You have certain people that will discuss racism. You have certain people that will discuss politics. Okay. That has never been my niche. My niche is just everyday issues where we try to find logical solutions. And the reason why I chose that niche because the fact of the matter is I have not seen too many people trying to discuss everyday issues. I have seen people having beats regarding uh, who's Dominican and not whatnot, who's who's better. Also, issue regarding dating and whatnot. Um, you're more than welcome to discuss those issues on the platforms. Here, I try to keep it friendly. I try to encourage everyone to express their point of views. I don't believe in censoring people. The only thing I ask is please be respectful and don't overtalk anybody. And the reason behind that is because unfortunately, at times you have people gathered together. You're always going to have one or two people that's going to try to dominate the conversation. So that's where I step in and I'm going to ask, like, okay, let's hear what Radical has to say, or let's hear what Rakim has to say, or let's hear what Ramon has to say, or let's say someone like Sundown, or let's hear from them because everyone can contribute something positive into the conversation. Okay. However, someone has to step in and kind of like lay the law, so to speak. And there have been some people that I have to block because they try to disrupt the stream. They try to spread chaos and spread disrespect um, towards me or towards the guests. And going into next year, I'm going to continue to be the best version of Jose Negron. I'm going to continue to discuss topics which hopefully it does relate. Okay, yeah. Well, you know what? I do. Okay, I do. As I recall, I do remember that you're Latina. I do understand that. And shout out to you, Chloe. Okay. Um, Perhaps you can spend more time talking about your and just maybe just acknowledge the fact that Morena is in the house evening. And I just want to let everybody know that Morena also has a YouTube channel. Um, so I'm going to ask you if you have not done so, please subscribe to her channel. Now, of course, she does do her streams late at night. And the reason behind that, so not to conflict with other YouTube creators, which is something that's very considerate. So I'm going to ask that done so, please check out her content and hit the bell notification to all. So therefore, whenever she does produces content, you will have the opportunity to catch it live or catch it on the playback. Um, some things are going to remain the same, always going to be the same. One of the things that's going to be the same is that whenever I can, I'm going to encourage others to support the other YouTube creators that appear on the platform. And I appreciate the fact that Morena is a part of a group of supporters, which I refer to as the uncommon folk. So thank you very much. for your support. Now, everyone who week in and week out either appear on the chat or show up on the panel to express their point of view. Okay. Now I see here there's 5 people watching the stream. I just want to say to all those, thank you very much. I just want to ask, is there anything? Okay. Is there anything that's on your mind? Okay. Now, just be mindful that let's keep it respectful, and I do encourage free thought. That doesn't mean that try to take over the stream. Okay, and if no one else or no one else wishes to join the stream, what I will do is I will go and support, you know, hop on down among the stream. Um, because the fact of the matter is, um, we do need to support each other, whether it be Marina, whether it be the 18th brother, whether it be the introvert, whether it be Latino. Okay, um, we need to support all these individuals who have their own. Okay, so what I'm gonna, you're quite welcome. You're quite welcome on that. Like I said before, one thing I will continue to do so is support other YouTube creators. Okay, I want you to know that you also have my support as well, because contrary to what some people think, it's not all that easy um, to prepare a stream. Okay, it's not just a simple question, get behind a computer and talk and what have you. You do have to come up with a topic. You also need to prepare and prepare your notes, um, and have information to share. Even even if you want to have what's called open discussion, um, what I do is I'll have some that I will gather. So therefore, I will be able to have a conversation. Okay. Because unfortunately, what happens in some of these streets is you have certain people. Excuse me, I'm just helping myself with some iced tea. Unfortunately, you have certain people that just ramble on and on. That's something that I try to avoid at all costs. Because the fact of the matter is, you didn't have to tune into the stream. Okay, there are literally hundreds of thousands of YouTube creators that you could have tuned into. The fact that you saw fit to either catch my stream live or catch it on the playback, it means something, because you gave something that you're never going to get back, which is time. So, one thing that I will promise that I will continue to do as long as I have this platform is number one, be the best version of Jose Negron. Number two, bring topics which I hope will be interesting for all of you. And number three, provide my place as a safe space for people to share their point of view. So that's my goal. That's my mission. So, and I'm going to drop the link. Excuse me. one more time. If no one else joins the stream, I will wrap it up. Okay. And excuse me, just that's what happens when you talk for an hour nonstop. Your throat gets dry, and you need to quench your thirst. So I'm just letting people know I'm drinking iced tea. So I'll drink iced tea, or sometimes I'll drink water. So now you know what it is that Jose Negron drinks when he does these live streams. So that being said, I do appreciate the fact that this stream got 4 likes. I mean, you can have streams when you have like 100 views and whatnot. So that being said, I want to thank all of those who appeared on the chat. Marquise, Dentro Boricua, and Morena. So that being said, I'm gonna wrap up, and hopefully I'll see all of you this Sunday at 7:00. Okay, and in fact, you know what I'll do? Monday, tomorrow. I will make a notation on my community tab and ask anyone if there's a topic that they wish to discuss. And basically, I'm just going to lay some guidelines, because you have to be mindful, because certain individuals can say that all these things. So that being said, what I do, I'm going to close the same way that I was. Be good. Okay. And I want to encourage you, after the stream is over, to enter any comments in the video. Again, please keep it respectable. And remember, the same rules apply when it comes to the comments as it appear on the stream. So that being said, this has been a somewhat shortened version of episode of Uncommon Sense. And I want to thank everybody, and I'm going to say good night, take care, and peace. Be strong.